So in this video, I'll be changing the thermal paste on my GPU. I did a previous video where I did just a minor cleanup, but I didn't change the thermal compound as the case may be. So in this video, you need your cotton wool, your cotton board, you need a screwdriver, you need a small brush, to brush off the dust. Then you need ethanol or methylated spirit as we call it here. So those are the basic things or the important things I feel you need, and of course your thermal compound, of which I did not remember to show here. So we start off by unscrewing the screws on your back plate of the back plate of your GPU. You gently do that. I don't advise applying much pressure because of the fan underneath. So this is my 5700 XT RX 5700 XT. It's not been long I got it though. I was using the RX 580 before, 8 gigabytes. I was using that before, but I just felt it was not enough because I play Call of Duty often, so I don't get good frame rates because one, I connection issue in my country is challenging. So another reason is I think my processor is not that powerful enough, though is an 8 core 16 thread processor, but it's from the third generation, so it's not doing pretty well. And I don't have much yet to build a good gaming PC for now, so I make do with what I have. So luckily I got this 5700 XT from AliExpress, and I've not had any issue with it since then. Performs way better. I think it can handle 1080p games and 1440p resolutions quite well, using low, medium, and even high settings. So I'll do a video where I'll show us some of its performance level. So right now I'm trying to remove the fan connection, or fan connector rather, from the radiator of the GPU, and as you can see I've done that. So right now I'm just trying to assess and see what other things I'm supposed to take note of and remove, because I can't afford to make any mistake. Because I think GPUs are to be handled with care, because of the components on them. So I mean, you don't want to fry the board or make any silly mistakes. So right here I'm trying to separate the PCB from the radiator. um just 4 screws, so gently removing it. Therefore, some of my white friends, they come and they just trying to, I know they're just trying to be helpful though, so I'm always open to their suggestion. But here in my country we don't have a lot of, like, we are not as buoyant as they think we are. So I just try, me for one personally, I just try to make use of whatever I have. So I'm open to corrections, maybe things I'm supposed to take note of. I'm not an engineer, or should I say a GPU technician. So this is just based on my personal DIY um thoughts. So and I always speak based on my own personal experience. And in my country we don't really have people who are into desktop fixing and all that. I'm not saying they are not available, but you don't really have access to them, you don't even know them. So I just tend to learn things on my own, try as much as possible to be careful. So right now I just separated the radiator from the PCB. So, and I found out the radiator has a copper um, plate that is covering the GPU die, of which I tend to use a liquid metal, as the thermal compound in my next cleanup. So right now I'm using the cotton bud to remove the old thermal paste from the GPU die. So I'm brushing it just to help remove the old compound. I didn't meet it dry though. It wasn't dry when I opened it, but since I bought it, since I got it, I've not, checked if the thermal paste was still in good condition. I was just using it ever since then. But my mind kept going there that I should just check. I should just check and see. So the part one of the video I did not change the thermal paste like I said earlier. I just felt it was dusty, like I saw it was dusty rather, so I wanted to be sure of the performance it came with, before I changed the thermal paste myself. So this is me just brushing it. I actually recorded this video at night, so visibility is not really good, but just bear with me please. This is just for DIY purpose, for people who are who wants to clean their GPU and they don't really know how to go about it. I'm not saying the same, though this method applies for almost any GPU, because as far as I'm concerned, you just have to, check, note the screws you're removing. Some screws might be of different sizes, so you just have to, know the particular place you remove the screw from so that you can put it back. Because if they are of different sizes, you know, you don't want to put the wrong screw in the wrong place, because you have to be careful, like I said, when it comes to electronic parts. So if you notice on the table, I place the screws in the order of which I actually remove them, and I'm not trying to displace them so that I won't mess things up. So I've removed the old thermal paste from the GPU dies. So right now I'm going to apply the new thermal paste. It's not of great quality. I actually got it from a local shop here, and I once got an MX4 from AliExpress, but I strongly believe it's not original. I think it's a fake one because of the price, because I got it for like $5, I think. And I believe the authentic MX4 thermal paste is not as cheap as that. So this is just, oh, I'm using the thermal paste that came with a liquid metal I bought also from AliExpress. So I just wanted to try it out and see the quality of the thermal paste. So that's what I use right now. It came with the the liquid metal thermal paste. It also came with I think it came with my CPU fan as well, my CPU cooler that I bought from AliExpress as well. Because the system I used this GPU in is an AliExpress build. So that's why I'm using the thermal paste that came with it. I want to compare it with the previous ones that I've been using. So this is me trying to spread the thermal paste on the die. So to me, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. Before some people now start saying, you're not supposed to use your hand, you're not supposed to use this. Like I said, I'm not a professional when it comes to. I try as much as possible to be organized, to do it neatly, but my primary and base goal is not to damage anything um on the die or on the board. You understand? So I just try to be as careful as I can. So at the same time, I don't need to um break the bank looking for sophisticated equipment for maintenance and all that. I just mean common sense is just enough for me to do basic cleanups and you know minor upgrades and all that. So I've actually I'm done with putting the thermal paste or compound on the die. I just love the fact that the radiator came with a copper plate attached. So because I believe you can use a liquid metal on, or I learned from YouTube also that you can use a liquid metal on a copper plated radiator. So if it's aluminium, you can't use liquid metal on aluminium because it's going to eat it up. Like I actually discovered. So I'm happy it came with a copper plate. So this is me trying to align everything together and putting the back bracket to hold the PCB and the radiator in place. Just trying to be very very careful here. So and I'm screwing one after the other. So sorry if you're not seeing anything right now. I'm just trying to play safe and do it correctly, and at the same time, so that you guys can see what I'm doing. So I've done that of the bracket holder for the back, and I think they have little parts also that are attached so that the bracket does not touch the um, components on the PCB as well. So this is me putting the second set of screws that holds the board and the radiator together. So I'm picking the second screw now. So basically, when it comes to uh, me personally, I don't think everything is that difficult. I mean, if for me, if it's not like okay, it's faulty or it's not working, if it's just maintenance, I like to do my own maintenance myself. I don't like taking my gadgets out to, I don't know, maybe because of the kind of technicians or engineers we have. I don't think they have the patience type when it comes to maintenance. So I just prefer doing it myself because I take my time. I am not in a hurry. So I just love doing my own maintenance for my laptops, my desktops, and my other gadgets. I just like doing it myself. So I take enough time, to do the this assembly and all that. Take note of where I remove the various screws from and do well to replace them. So right here now I'm attaching the fan connector back to it. So I'm placing the fan back on it. This is me cleaning the back plate, the metal back plate. So mind you, this is I think though I said I get it from AliExpress, but is from what's it called? Is a Sapphire Pulse GPU RX 5700 XT. So it's a very good GPU. It's a very good GPU because from for a while now I've been using it and the temperatures have been fine even before I changed it. So and I believe right now that I've changed the thermal paste, I still believe it's going to do better, if not much, at least it's going to do a little better. So If you like what I do at this moment and you've watched up to this point, please do well to subscribe, like this, share, and place your contributions, like support the channel. Put your comment in the comment section. If you have maybe there's a mistake I made, I'm open to correction and all that. I just want to build a community where we have like minds, people who like to do things themselves, especially when it comes to tech. We just want to have a community of people where we can relate together, share ideas together, and we grow together as well. So that is the completion of my GPU um thermal paste change and cleanup. So I'm going to put it back in my workstation, and I hope it turns on.